Hey everyone, don't mind how I look right now. I just wanted to come on here and ask a question I've been wondering about. At youth camp a couple weeks ago, the pastor was talking about praying in tongues. And like most people I know don't have that gift. But of course, we're all praying to be baptized in the Holy Spirit. And many people at that camp were, and they began to speak in tongues. But we were told, like, it's okay if you can't, like, it's not for everyone, I guess. But then I went back to camp as a leader for the kids, and we were talking about praying in tongues again. And the pastor kind of explained it differently than I've heard before. Basically, he was reading like all the gifts of the Holy Spirit. And then he starts talking about like if you buy something or whatever and then you go tell someone else, they won't believe you unless you have proof, like a receipt. And then so he kind of explained that tongues is like the receipt or the proof of the Holy Spirit in you. So I'm just like wondering, if you can't pray in tongues, does that mean you're not filled with the Holy Spirit? I'm pretty sure that baptism of the Holy Spirit means you pray in tongues. Like in 1 Corinthians, it's talking about the spiritual gifts and like wisdom, like the knowledge of tongues, and speaking in tongues is one of them as well. I don't know where it says that like speaking in tongues is kind of like the proof of the Holy Spirit. But of course, I haven't read the whole Bible, so I don't know. But I was wondering if that's actually like in the Bible, or if that's how he was explaining it, or how he interpreted it. And then on the next page, in chapter 14, it's talking about prophecy and tongues. And it's kind of saying how prophecy is like better or more important than tongues. Because tongues is just for you, and then prophecy is like it builds the church. And how like if you're speaking in tongues and then unbelievers enter, they're just gonna like say you're crazy. So it's not gonna actually help further the kingdom. But like at the same time, it's furthering your relationship with God. So I feel like that itself is important, because if you're showing what a relationship with God looks like, that's still gonna further his kingdom. But I also saw a video earlier, which might be false because we don't believe everything we see on the internet. But it was talking about how like originally tongues meant like it was a language that was understood. Like it's not just random utterings. So basically he was saying that a bunch of people are just interpreting it wrong and like mocking God in a way. But in 1 Corinthians 14 it says, "For one who speaks in a tongue speaks not to men but to God, for no one understands him." So I don't think that video is accurate. Sorry for rambling, I was just wondering if anyone had any answers. Love you guys.